Smash your FM radio. Indie 100 rocks.
Hey, what's up, everybody? It's Tyrone Tan here on StarosEntertainment.tv. Now here on Indie 100. Mohammad Molai. Welcome to StarosEntertainment.tv. Now here on Indie100.com radio. Welcome, Mohammad. Okay, girls, you could go back now. All right, there he is, Mohammad. Welcome, man.
Thank you. Hey.
All right.
Thanks for having me.
No problem, man. Yeah, I like the little introduction there. Wanted to give you a little special intro.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
All right, girls, seriously, girls, you can go back. Again, forgive me if I mispronounce your last name. It's Mohammad Molai?
Molai. Yeah. Well, yeah. It's very interesting because you're pronouncing it the way that I would pronounce it, but it's kind of the American way. It is Molai.
Okay, Molai.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mohammad Molai.
Yeah.
So
Okay.
we're gonna describe a little bit of your music, but what would you say your style of background is?
As far as the music is concerned.
Yeah, really quickly, and then we'll talk more into it. But
Yeah.
I want to be able to introduce you to the world a little bit about, like, because I know we were mentioning it's like alternative, but yet
The issue is that I've been, since I've made my music, my original music.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a lot of comments, people saying that it's a new sound of music and it's a type of music they never heard of, and they can't really put a genre to it. And it's a mixture of classical music, ethnic, and electric,
Okay.
which is sort of new. However, since I haven't been able to really put a specific genre to it, I call it alternative world.
Okay.
I came up with a name for to make it a new genre.
Gotcha.
However, I'm kind of struggling putting that through the music world. And,
Okay,
and
yeah.
kind of,
So to make it if you had a
make it
choice,
official.
well, if you had a choice of what you would call it, what would you call this new name? Maybe, who knows? It might catch on. You never know.
Yeah, Trektical.
Trektical.
Yes.
Oh, well, you might get a lot of Star Trek fans. But cool. You're Persian, but where were you born and raised, my man?
I was born and raised in Iran, in Tehran.
Okay.
I used to go back and forth to the U.S. when I was younger, and because half of my family already lives here, so they're basically all over the place.
Wow. Did you know you always wanted to be in the music, or did that not come till later in life?
Well, I started doing music when I was 7.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, my mom is a singer.
Oh, wow.
She's a Persian singer, and she used to basically always put me and my brother in classes. So I started playing tombak when I was 7, which is a Persian percussion.
Okay.
And then I started playing violin shortly after that, and piano and guitar.
Gotcha.
And I started singing when I was 10.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that was my first experience singing. In my family, in a family gathering.
Yeah. Who or what in your life was your inspiration into getting into music?
Obviously, there's a lot of Persian artists that nobody here ever heard of, but
Yeah.
Specifically in the worldwide known artists, would be Michael Jackson,
Okay.
who's amazing. To this day, I his music always inspires me and always drives me forward, thinking about the impact that
Yeah.
he had on the music industry and in the world, really.
Yeah. No, definitely. So was that in Persia, where you're from? Obviously, was he one of those big superstars?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. He was a worldwide known artist, and so he was somebody who I listened to his music. I followed, and Queen, of course. And these artists who really moved me and kind of made me want to
do it.
Go forward and actually have this as a career.
That's awesome. So so then when did you say, okay, I'm really officially going to want to do this full time?
This is about 3 years ago, I believe.
Okay.
3 or 2 years ago, yeah.
That you just said I'm
And
gonna.
yeah, I was in Vegas with one of my friends, and he he said to me, "What is it that you want to do?" And I was like, "I don't know." And he was like, "Do you want to do architecture? Is it what you want to do, and what you want to pursue?" And I said, "Yeah, well, that's what I'm studying right now, so that's what I'm going to do." And he goes, "Well, is this what you love to do?" And I did really love to do that, but
Gotcha.
I also looked at my past, and I just looked at my experiences and looked at what I have in me that really could become something. And I was like, I want to do music. And he goes, "Okay, when we go back, we should you should compose a song, and let's see what happens." And that was the very first song that I ever composed professionally. And
which was
Anyone.
For the audience out there that's about to hear him soon, what do you think it is about you that makes you maybe a little bit different from, let's say, other artists in your opinion? I mean, obviously every artist is unique, but like, what is
absolutely
it
yeah it's very interesting because the way that I compose my music, the way that I produce my music is unique. But the reason why it's unique is because I feel like my background, and I'm very Americanized, but at the same time I still have my Persian background in me. So being born and raised there, having had that music in my blood, and also I was trained classically in music. So the piano, violin, tumbak. I was learning in classically. So I think the combination of all of this and kind of being in today's generation, which is people listen to a lot of electronic music, EDM. So the combination of three, I think, what's makes it interesting and what makes it different.